What's going on, guys? I'm Septile MC, or George, and today I'll be bringing you episode 4 of our season 2 of Showdown Lives. Last time we did just the quick little finals of a UU tournament I did. Out of the entire tournament, it was probably the worst battle I had, but it was still a good battle. So if you want to see me winning a tournament using this team, check that out. I'm going to go over the team with you guys because, I don't know, I really like this team for some reason. Where is it? Why does it go down? Oh, I did not know that. Oh, delete that. On Title 5. Okay, we're going to start off with Frog, Toxicroak, the standard set, Jolly, Max Attack, Max Seaweed, with a Life Orb and Dry Skin. Drain Punch, Gunshot, Sucker Punch, and Swords Dance. The only thing that really walls this thing is maybe Gligar, and Mega Aggron, I would say. There's probably a couple others that I'm just missing, but we'll see in the battle. Next up, I have the Mamoswine. As you guys can see, I just decided to name everything what it actually is. Mamoswine, I have the Focus Sash and Thick Fat. It is my Sash lead with Rocks, Ice Shard, Icicle Spear, and Earthquake. Also, if I can preserve the Sash until the late game, that's actually really useful. Then we got Snake the Melodic, standard Skull Recover, Haze, and Ice Beam set, max defensive. Next up, we have Sludge the Goodra with Assault Vest and just let me change that. I'm hoping it's recording. It is recording. So I don't know how that happened. And you can't see my final one. You can see the name. Crobat, Choice Bandit set, Brave Bird, U-Turn, Cross Poison, and Defog. Mega Ampharos is just max HP, max special attack with Volt Switch, Dragon Pulse, Rest, and Sleep Talk. So that is the team, guys. It's a fun team to use. It actually works pretty well. I think I've lost twice with this team so far, once or twice, out of a lot of battles. So that's pretty fun to use. But until I find a battle, I'm just going to pause the video. Okay, guys, we are back, and this man's team. Okay, so Salamence is threatening because I have a problem with Dragon types to some extent. I have offensive checks to Dragon types, but I don't have that many switch-ins. So Melodic's going to be important in this game. Taking on the Mentis, it's one main job. Looking at his team, what's he going to lead off with? Maybe the Beedrill just to get up his Mega. Maybe Rotom Heat predicting my Mamoswine lead. If either of those are the case, what would I like to lead off with? I think Crobat is just always a safe lead, just because it's Bandit and outspeeds everything, you can hit everything hard. Yep, so here's the Rotom. He might just burn me. That would suck. I'm going to U-turn out, and I'm going to go into my Ampharos, because I can take a Volt Switch, I can take a burn, I have Rest, it's not really a problem, and that is 13%, so how much special defense do I have? 218? Yeah, that sounds about right. Nidoking comes out, he can just go for an Earth Power against me, or he can Ice Beam. I'm going to go into Goodra. I don't want to take a risk. Earth Power is not going to be doing too much to Goodra, and I do have the Muddy Water. I should have Ice Beam, but I have Muddy Water. He's not going to want to take an Earthquake. I know that for a fact. I kind of want to just drop a really fat Draco on them. But I'm going to go for Muddy Water. And he goes into Empoleon, and that's not going to be doing much. Maybe lower his accuracy, of course not. And now we can do about 40% with T-Bolt, I'm thinking. Maybe more. Yeah, 51, good. He gets up his rocks, but that's really not an issue for me. I'm just going to fire off another T-Bolt. Hopefully he just lets his Empoleon die here. And if he doesn't, that means something else is going to be taking T-Bolt damage, and it's most likely going to be the Rotom Heat then. And I don't know why he would switch into Rotom Heat, because they can't actually touch me. He's going to go into Chestnut to take that. That takes it pretty well, yeah. I'm thinking I want to go for Draco Meteor. because I can't go for Sludge Bomb because of the bulletproof, and he forgets that. Yeah, he forgets that. That happens. How much health is the Emerald? 47. He's thinking probably gonna go for Draco again, so he might go into his Empoleon this turn. I'm gonna go for T-Bolt, predicting that as he goes for Spiky Shield. Now this kind of deters him from switching into his Empoleon because he's kind of afraid that I'm gonna go for a T-Bolt again. I'm actually gonna drop a second Draco now, which is going to be able to take out the Chestnut. And worst comes to worst, I'll be getting a decent amount of damage off on anything that wants to come in. As he actually goes back into Empoleon now. Okay. So we have a third of our attack, so a third of our special attack is what? From 50%, about 15. About 15% we'll be doing, maybe a little bit more, maybe 17. T-Bolt won't be able to do enough though. So I'm thinking I want to switch out here. Going into Ampharos, or maybe even into Toxicroak, as I'm assuming Ice Beam, Scald, Rocks, and Defog. Maybe throwing Roar in there over Ice Beam, which makes my Empoleon a very good switch to it. My Toxicroak. Although if he's ever gonna have Ice Beam, he would reveal it right now. So to see that, I sort of want to go into Ampharos. I can take any one hit, especially because I'm not a Mega yet. And he decides to double switch out into Nidoking, so this is very poop. There's nothing you can really do here. Switch back out into Goodra if I wanted to. But he's probably going to Ice Beam now. I'm going to go into Melodic. Melodic can take any 1, 2, 3 hits. He goes for Ice Beam, which is fine. We can definitely take that very easily, and I'm thinking just because of how threatening this thing is, I want to go for a Scald, and if he switches out, he might get a burn on anything he goes out into, especially if it's the Chestnut. Nope, not Chestnut. Speed, 249, 287. I do naturally outspeed. I'm going to fire off that Ice Beam, we're going to take out that Chestnut. So, we go up 5 to 6, 12 turns in. As I heard my brother upstairs, but that's fine. He goes into Beedrill. This is a defensive Melodic, so I don't know why he would go into Beedrill. He's going to U-turn out here. That did 41%. That's very powerful. That's a very powerful adaptability Beedrill. I forgot about adaptability, actually. I just remembered that it is strong. And I went for Scald here, so it's going to be doing a lot to the Rotom, and does about half. Now, I don't know what he wants to do here, because I can eat that up because he's not offensive, and I'm just going to recover up. That's the thing I really like about using Melodic, is that it's just so unbelievably powerful and bulky. And if he gets the fucking poison on me, I'm gonna take his hits even better. Like... I don't see the downside to using Melodic ever. And I don't get the burn, which is fine. I'm thinking now Rocks, and let's just recover. He's gonna U-turn out, that's fine. We're gonna be up to 77% after this turn. We don't have our leftovers anymore, so that's sort of unfortunate, but it's nothing we can't handle. I'm just gonna recover again. He burns me! In my opinion, this was the misplay of the game. This is the misplay of the game. You do not burn a Melodic. I mean, you get the 12%, and it is residual, and I don't have my leftovers anymore, so I guess if you're ever going to status one, now is the time, but if you status them, you want to use Toxic, because they can still just outstall you completely. And now he just gave me the chance to recover. Especially because I burned him, I don't have to really worry about him anymore. I'm just going to recover up. It is my safest play. He's going to go into Beedrill. That is perfectly fine. I'm going to take this hit so unbelievably well now. But we want to be safe. 30%. Yeah. You forgot about the marble scale. I've been scalding every single turn. Let's just scald again. I know this is kind of stally, and I apologize for that. I'm actually really wearing down his team right now. His team can't handle melodic, and he's just gonna go. He goes into Men's here. I almost XP. That's what I was thinking. Like I've gone for Scald every single turn now, but Ice Speed. Yep, we can take one, and we're gonna take out the Dragon Salamence, which is a huge threat to our team. And now we do lose our Melodic, but Melodic has single-handedly dropped the HP stat to an average of half of all its Pokemon, except for Nidoking, I think. Nidoking's not that bad, though, because I can outspeed it with my Moms and take it out. Try to recover, see what happens. Doesn't happen. Which is fine. I'm not really too worried right now. While I do lose my most defensive Pokemon, I can still do fine. What do I need to do to secure a victory? Let me count something. Let me count this. So, our first Pokemon. Thank you. Crobat, you Choice Band, and against Nidoking, you Life Orb. Brave Bird does 93 to 109%. This is a 62% chance to Oko this thing. Alright. I really think I do. Oh, what the fuck is this? When the ad accidentally opens up. I'm really thinking I need to go into Crobat here. Yeah, I'm thinking I have to go into Crobat here. And I have to fire off the Brave Bird. I just have to. There is no when, if, what, where, how, or why. I just have to go for Brave Bird here. I have to Oko this. Yes! There we go, Crobat! There we go, Crobat! That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see right there. That is Crobat just being the MVP right there. And he forfeits. I don't agree with him forfeiting. That Mega Beedrill could have still swept the majority of my team. But he's gonna forfeit. So we are actually going to win our first battle. It was a good battle. About 25 turns. Let's just and let's find another one. And of course it's gonna take hours. Oh no, it's not. Oh, the bulk. Wow. Interesting. And why is this thing showing? Did it update? Yeah, it did. 1440 right now. Not that high. Not that high up there. But anyway, looking at his team, Nidoqueen lead, maybe a Abomasnow lead. Nothing wants to take a Brave Bird. He doesn't have anything to stop my Volt Switch, except for the Nidoqueen, but I can easily take that on with Dragon Pulse on the switch in. Nothing wants to take a Dragon type move. So really, I am pretty comfortable with this battle. I don't see, unless I make some huge misplays, I don't see how I can actually lose. I want to go for Force Poison. But Brave Bird everything! Brave Bird everything! Yeah! No one expects Crobat to be Choice Banded. Nidoqueen's not a switch into Banded Crobat. Nothing is a switch into Banded Crobat unless it's resisted, in my opinion. Banded Crobat is just too powerful. It just has that stab, that decently, it's not too high of an attack stat, so it's not broken, but that attack stat is just unbelievably high. Look at that. We're gonna 2-hit KO with Slowking. We're going to 2-hit KO with Slowking. Now, I know my Crobat's gonna be dying soon. That's just something that's gonna have to suck. But, it's bringing some Pokemon down with him. It's going to bring, at least in my opinion, 2 down. Or possibly 1, and then he's going to go into the Chandelure or the Heracross, whichever is Choice Scarf. He can also Revenge Kill with Abomasnow, so we take out the Needle Queen. And the reason why this is such a big play and a huge turning point already is because of... Hold on. This is dangerous. This is an Ice Shard coming, followed by a Wood Hammer. So no matter what I go into. And we don't have a Fire type move on this. I know I can take 1 and Dragon Pulse. So it turns out this is our fucking scariest thing against us right now. Let me go into Melodic. It is my safest play. I know I can take any 1 hit, yeah. Swipe Shard does that. That's not that bad. Now, Wood Hammer's coming. We're just going to personally recover. We actually outspeed, and I forgot about... Wow. I forgot I outsped. That is my huge mistake right there. I want to try to keep this thing on full health, but I don't know if that's even possible. Let's go on a Toxicroak. Take a Seed Bomb. Yep. I know we could take a Seed Bomb. We don't want to take a Seed Bomb, but we could. And Abomasnow is a huge threat to our team. So Rocks, in my opinion, are something I need to get up within a few turns. Gunshot's going to be doing a lot to Slowking. And we get the Poison, which is huge. Thank you, God. And Gunshot again. Well, we want to keep this thing above Ice Shard range. So if he wants to heal up the Slowking, I'm actually going to let him do that. And I'm going to heal up Melodic so I can better take on the Heracross. Because I do outspeed this thing, I'll be able to take 1 Psyshock. As I said before, I'm okay if he wants to slack off. I'm just going to fire off a Recover. And he's going to go into Mega Abomasnow. This is fine. I just wanted to be on a decent amount of health. Now I need to think, though. Now I need to think. What do I want to do next? I think Goodra. Of all the Pokemon on my team, I feel like Goodra's going to be doing the least this battle. We do have Sap Sipper, so we can actually switch that in. I don't want to take an Ice type move, but I'm afraid that is not in my power. We're going to fire off a Sludge Bomb here. As he actually goes into Mandibuzz, which is great for me. As I get the Poison, so that's great. I guess that's why I have Sludge Bomb over Sludge Wave, for the off chance that I do get Poison once in a while. Damn, I want to get the Mamoswine in, but I don't want to lose my Sash. This is the problem right now. That's why I haven't gone on my Rocks yet. He's going to knock off my AV, which is nice. I get a crit. So I'm actually really hacking this guy right now, and I feel bad about it, but there's nothing I can do to change it. Draco is more powerful. He's going to Roost here, if anything. Now's the time to go into Mamoswine on the predicted Roost. As that is what happens, that is fucking fantastic. And now we put a timer on the Abomasnow, which is great. Now let's fire off an Icicle Spear, and Mandibuzz should go down here, unless he wants to try to make a play. His only play is maybe Slowking. But after the Poison, the Rocks, the Icicle Spear, I think an Earthquake can take it out. And Chandelure can't come in anymore because I have Earthquake, and if I predict the switch, then that's fucked up. We go for Icicle Spear, and one more is going to take it out. Do it! Yes! The Mandibuzz goes down. That is correct. The Mandibuzz does go down. So now we're looking in a very good situation. His two most threatening Mons to me are the Abomasnow, yep, and the Heracross. Now, though, I don't need my Mamoswine anymore. I'm going to fire off an Icicle Spear. We're going to get off as much damage as physically possible with this thing. I don't need my Ice Shard. I don't feel like I need the Ice Shard compared to other things. 2, 3. Okay, so I got 3. That's not really bad. But he actually stays in predicting. I don't know what he predicted there, but I'm going to be able to fire off another Icicle Spear. How do I want to go about this? That's the better question. How do I want to go about doing this? Thing is, I can stay in Ampharos' state. Crobat, one of his things is Scarf, one isn't. I'm going to die in the next recoil anyway. I want to keep Ampharos at full health because of the Heracross. I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage to it. Goodra's going to die to it. Melodic can't do enough. We have to Icicle Spear. We have to get 4. 3. It's annoying. It was very annoying. I only get 3 twice. I believe from this range, a Scald is going to take him out. How I'm going to Ice Beam instead of Scald. Take him the fuck out. Mega Bulbasaur is a threat to this team. It has the power to single-handedly take out my entire team if used correctly. And he used it correctly in this game. He really threatened me with it. And there's really nothing I can do to stop it. Although I did just kind of stop it. But anyway, Chandelure, the only reason I could see him bringing this thing out is if he had the Shadow Ball, the Sap Sipper, Energy Ball. It's the only reason I can see him bringing this thing out. I'm going to go into Goodra, and if he is Substitute, that is fine. Shadow Ball does a lot. Let's see, let's just drop a Draco. Goes for Shadow Ball again. Now, the judging by damage. Let's open the calc again, guys. This is the reason why we have it. This is why we have the calc. So, we're doing a Chandelure. We're doing UU Choice Scarf, I'll say, against a Goodra, which is UU Assault Vest, but our Assault Vest was taken off, so leftovers. So, he's actually Specs. That's really good to know. It's why you calc things. And now I can go into Crobat, and I can Brave Bird. He is Choice Specs 100%. Yep. And the Slowking's not going to be able to take this hit. Now, that does reveal to me that his Heracross is actually Choice Scarfed. And he's going to be able to get a Moxie boost right here, actually. I might have actually just lost to this fucking Heracross. Alright, so he went for Mega Horn. Very good play. Mega Horn, no, it wasn't the best play in my opinion. 56%. I don't know if I can take him out. Alright, let's do the damage calculator again. Toxicroak against a Heracross. Choice Scarf. Using not Pin Missile, but Mega Horn. Oh wow. I can eat that up. So if he locked himself into close combat, he would have had a defense drop, but now that he locked himself into this thing, how much is close combat going to do? He is at +1. Don't get me wrong, he's at +1. Alright. So he specs. Gunshot. Chandelure comes out. Take it out. 47% of health. So, now he's not at +1. We got all zeros. Close combat has a chance to kill me now. That sucks. That really sucks. But he would have to go for close combat if he were to go for any move. And, wow, I'm running a lot of calcs because I can lose this game so easily right now. I have to be so careful with how I do this. An unboosted close combat is 40%. So I really do not think I can take it. I don't think I can take it on. Okay. Okay, so now he's locked himself into close combat. This is fantastic. We're going to fire off a Scald as he has to close combat now again. You all-out attacker with 252, 248 here. Against a +1 close combat. Does not actually kill me, so I think Mega Ampharos can, if I'm not mistaken, Dragon Force, take him out to win. Mold Breaker, break the mold, live, 18%, take him out! Take him out! Yes! Oh god. Oh, that was a good game. GG. That was a fun game. How long have we been recording? 26 minutes. Yeah, that was a long one. I think this is good, guys. 2 battles, getting us into 1463. Did we break top 500 yet again? Please. I miss breaking top 500. Yeah, we did. We're like 450 something. 400 something. 300, no. Ah, 329. Nice. Wow, it's really easy to get up if you just win a battle. I can get up to probably top 100. Okay, good. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. Just wanted to quickly get a recording done. I figured I was in the mood. I said I would upload when I wanted to. I know I took a break for like 2-3 weeks. So I'm just getting my college stuff ready. I leave in T-minus 9 days. So, and I'll be a freshman. So it's a big change. Nothing I can't handle though. But anyways, guys, that is it for today. If you enjoyed, please comment, like, rate, and subscribe. And yeah, guys, that's it. So, peace out.